We're rolling. So, I'm going to tell you what this little procedure is, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to tell you too. What I found, like what I find, is when I have a lot of attention or focus on helping people reach their, really themselves. And I think the person between who the person actually sees himself or herself to be kind of in life and who they actually are, which is a lot bigger and a lot more free, there's a difference there. There's like a, I think a lot of the time, like fears, doubts, reservations, inhibitions, all kinds of stuff get in between who the guy is and who he is walking around in life interacting as being. Follow?
Yeah, completely.
Yeah. And those things that are in between are the things that stop a person from living life fully, freely creating, freely having relationships, just freely having a good life. And dreams and stuff is the stuff that they have in their own heads.
Yeah.
That are, it's kind of like the head and the mind get in between the person and the heart.
Right. I've heard someone say that before.
Yeah, because the heart is like a place of compassion, understanding, love, beauty, creativity. It's like a beautiful, beautiful place. And the mind is a lot of memory, a lot of experience, a lot of, you know, all the times you've been told that you're an asshole, all the stuff like that, right? And that's all the mind stuff. All the experiences we go through gets all recorded in the mind.
Yeah.
So, and one of the things that I found, because I've been through a process like that myself, where I had to, like, do the inner work. We say, do the work. I had to do the work, and took a while. But one of the things that I found really was workable was I used my piano.
Yeah.
And I used music. With the piano, it's not so much that I could play the piano. It's not really that. It's that I was willing to use the piano as a medium for expression to help me work through the therapy I needed to work through to get rid of a lot of the pain and stuff. So when I would play, I noticed like I'd be inhibited, or I'd think, oh, it's gonna be wrong, or it's gonna sound stupid. And then I just, one night, it was about 1 a.m, I came in here and I started to play, and I just let it go. I didn't care what happened. And the freedom I felt was amazing. And the result of that was like, I didn't even know I could play like that.
Yeah.
You know, because no more was there a mental bunch of crap between me and my heart.
Yeah.
My higher self, connection to source, the creative consciousness, and me. And, you know, because there's God in everybody. There's connection.
Yeah.
Everybody has connection with them, with God, with creative source, with the creative consciousness, all that, right? So I thought, well, if that works for me, why wouldn't it work for somebody else? Because I really like to see people be who they are.
Yeah.
You know, and not be bound up by all the stuff that makes them not who they are, or not who they know they are, and not who they really want to be.
Right.
Because who they really want to be is usually who they are.
Yeah.
They just can't get to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I thought, well, sitting at my piano and doing this worked amazingly for me. You can also do it with like drawing. I've done it with drawing, photography, anything that's an art form, really. I mean, maybe an accountant can do it with numbers. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
But I can do piano.
Right.
So I thought that that's what we would do, and this is our first. Session.
Yeah.
This is the first one I've done.
Yeah.
And this is Clay.
Nice to meet you.
And Clay is graciously acquiesced to do this little experience.
Yeah, I'm more than excited to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much
Yeah.
so. Geez, lost my...
Was that?
I was tongue-tied there for a minute, but yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's what we're about. I'm super excited. You have a lovely piano. I like to be creative as well, you know, like, and I'd love to get to where we're trying to go.
Yeah. So anyway, so this is the first one in this series, and I plan on doing like more of them with other people as well.
Yeah.
But so bear with us. It's the first go, okay?
Yeah.
The way we're going to do this is we're going to go to the piano.
Yeah.
And Clay's going to sit at the piano, and I'm going to be filming both Clay's reactions, and I'm going to be filming me, because I'm going to be talking to Clay as we're doing this.
Yeah.
And the way I thought it would work is, first you just kind of feel out where the piano is, what the keys are like.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about this is you don't have to be a piano player to do this.
No.
It doesn't matter, because what you're playing is not what the thing is. It's how you're feeling. And if you notice, like, oh, I'm kind of feeling a little hesitant about doing this.
Yeah.
You know, well, that's something we want to say, well, which is where I'm going to come in, right?
Yeah.
And when you're going to come in too, because what I want you to do is, like, you're going to sit at the piano, and I want you to be aware of what thoughts come into your head, and what emotions or feelings come in. Like, you might go like, ooh, I feel a little bit funny here doing this. And then at that point you tell me that.
Yeah.
And then I would say, okay, well, tell me about that. We will explore that a little bit. And then, you know, they say, okay, well, let's see if we can push through that.
Yeah.
And work our way through that to see, you know, what else comes up.
Yeah.
And then the next thing that comes up, you go, you know, I had a feeling that I really sound bad, or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like, gee, I'm feeling sort of
just being completely open to it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Whatever comes, I want you to tell me what it is. Stop playing. Tell me.
Yeah.
And we'll, and then we'll
explore it.
Yeah, we'll see what that is, and then the next thing will be to say, okay, now play. See if you can actually push through that. Process it in a way. Let it be there, but don't attach stories to it.
Yeah.
Let it kind of be there, and okay, well, I know that's there. Now let me just see if I can let it be there. It's fine.
Yeah.
But just kind of do that, and let that'll just kind of dissipate and leave.
Yeah.
And then see if there's another thing that comes up.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do that for a little while. See what happens. First thing you're gonna do then is just start feeling around the piano and finding, just get into, just kind of get yourself into touch with not so much just the piano to see what it feels like, kind of thing, but mostly how you're feeling and thinking
while I'm playing it,
or just while you're connecting with it. Like, connect with it and see if any anything comes up.
Sure.
Yeah, go for it. And then let me know whatever comes into your mind as a thought, or a feeling, or an emotion.
That felt really nice. Whoa!
Now, when you went like that, what was the reaction you had there?
Oh, it scared me. It's so cool, because I pushed down too. Like, I wasn't expecting it to.
Oh, I see. Now, what did you feel, like a little burst of fear? Or
Sure. Yeah, a little scared. Whoa, you know, did I break it? I don't know.
Oh, so there'd be a caution thing there on doing something.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, tell me anything about that.
Well, it's that, you know, it's not. I just was lightly touching it, and then I like kind of forcefully sounded like, you know.
What would be wrong with having that happen?
Well, I think about it, I guess nothing really. I mean, yeah, right?
Yeah, okay. So go ahead and do some more and see what happens.
Ooh, it's dark. Ooh.
Yeah. Is that when you get a feeling like that? Is it like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't do this? Or?
Maybe, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So now take that feeling of maybe I shouldn't do this, and now just do it anyway, even though that feeling's let it be there. Just do it anyway. Let it be okay to do it.
Yeah. Well, it feels very okay now.
Good.
That feels nice. I don't know what that is, but.
Tell me how you're feeling now as a being. Like, how are you feeling?
I feel, well, after I, did that thing, it freaked me out, and there was nothing wrong with that after we talked about it. So then I started moving around, feeling a little bit more, also nervous,
Good,
a
good,
little bit more free, on it. Not like tied down by, ooh, what's that gonna sound like? Oh,
You're smart.
yeah, thank you.
And you're getting in touch with your flowing. You're allowing yourself to have that freedom.
Yeah, definitely feels like that.
What was that?
That was me. I was like, what the? I felt silly,
Oh, okay.
Like,
So
oh,
did
what am I
that
doing
silly
there?
feeling make you be freer, or did it make you pull back?
Pull back for sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So let's have that. Let's
go back
past that and have it not matter if it's silly or not.
Yeah. It's not there anymore.
Good. Now let's try something else.
Okay.
Let's have you not figure out what you want to be playing or where you're going to be going. Just let your hands go anywhere and just do whatever the feeling is. Let it go anywhere. Doesn't matter what it sounds like. Just feel the freedom of imagination. Eyes closed is a good idea.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Cool.
How's it feel?
That was good.
Good.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Tell me
It
what
felt like
your
there was no wrong.
experience-
It was like there was no wrong I could have done there. There was no there was no what is this? Yeah. It was, but then, it was.
Do some more. Eyes closed.
Yeah.
Just let it go. I notice you're having a tendency to look.
Oh yeah.
What's that
I'm not sure. I was supposed to be closing my eyes. I shouldn't have even been looking.
Because the eyes are putting some sort of a consideration there, like, where am I going? What am I doing it okay or whatever, right?
Right.
Yeah. No, close the eyes and just let the feeling, and the emotion, and the imagination, and the. It's like if you're a monster walking through a woods.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
How's that feel?
That was good.
It's fun, eh?
Yeah. Very much.
So tell me about yourself. How are you feeling from the time you sat down to right now as just you?
I feel lighter. Right? Absolutely. That was really cool what we just did there. That make a scenario and just.
You tell me a scenario. Shut your eyes and do it.
Okay. I guess a tree. I'm looking out your window. I see a tree. I'm gonna try to. Yeah.
reactions there.
Yeah, no, I'm hesitating. I'm thinking there's something wrong there. That's.
Oh, what could possibly be wrong?
Well, nothing actually, but like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you were playing
Putting.
a tree.
Yeah, I was playing it. Yeah.
Close your eyes and play the tree again and have it be okay, whatever it is. Just play the tree. How's that?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was a little bit more relaxed when I had my eyes open.
Yeah, righto. Was there still a little bit of tentativeness there at all?
A touch, you know what I mean? Maybe it's just the first time Jitter's doing this, but you know that could be it. But
So what if I give you a scenario? You close your eyes and do it.
let's do that.
Okay. Okay, it's a dark, rainy night.
Okay.
You're on Main Street. It's about midnight.
Okay.
And you're in a really seedy part of town. Okay. Very dark, very gloomy. It's raining, and you're kind of cold, and you're not really sure where you're going. You just know you need to go for a walk because you don't feel very happy. Now I'm going to add to the story as you're playing, and you put what you feel into it.
Cool.
Okay?
Yeah.
You're walking down. Let's get you walking on that street again. It's about midnight, rainy, kind of cold. It's like November. You're having to think about things. You're thinking about something that is a problem in your life. Where are you going to move to? Coming up ahead of you in the street, there's a dark character who's looking at you in a threatening way. Tell me about your experience with it.
I didn't really feel like I was listening. I had my eyes closed. I wasn't like, I wasn't behind your piano at your house. I was like walking down this park, and I was, walking down the street. And, yeah, no, I really just, I was more focused on listening to what the next part of the story was and what my next mistake was going to be.
What do you mean the next mistake?
Well, like if I made like I did that when I jumped when I
Oh, so you had a little attention on that?
A little bit, yeah. Yeah. Well, I was nervous, right? I was just like, oh, did the big piano, I'm gonna sound like a dork. No,
okay.
but
Want to do one more scenario?
Sure, love to.
Okay. This time, you are a squirrel.
Kind of nuts.
You're a squirrel, and you're in a really nice little backyard, and it's a very sunny summer day. Close your eyes and let's go for this one, okay? We're going to call you Sammy, because you're going to be my squirrel Sammy, who lives outside.
Sure.
Now, Sammy, you're running along a fence top, because you're coming toward the yard where you know there's food. Stop, look, and you say, you look to see if the lady is there who gives you the food every day. It's food out. You're going to look to see if she's there. Good. Now, she's there, but you kind of know her. She's never hurt you before. So you kind of decide you're going to go over to the deck where she's sitting. You got to run down the fence to the ground. Run across the grass. Now there's a big tree trunk you're going to run up it. Now there's that branch that connects your tree, and it goes right over to the next tree that is right beside your deck. You're going to run along that branch. Hopping over to the other tree. Okay, and down onto her railing. Hop there onto the chair. And now you're going to go over across the chair and get onto that table where all of those almonds are. Oh, and you see she's put there almonds and grapes. Looking at them all. There's some kind of pieces of white thing that you've never seen before, but it looks and smells good. You pick it up. You say, what is this? You can take a little bite. Wow. You don't know right now what that's called, but it's actually an apple. You've never had it before. But it tastes good. You decide you're going to is warm. Your belly is full. And all is well for the next little while. Very good. How'd that one feel?
That was good.
Yeah? Tell me about it. What'd you go through?
There was nothing much I went through besides the story. You know, I was there. Absolutely, it was wild.
Okay. Let's now relocate over to the other chairs.
Sure.
And let's talk about this. Is what happened.
Yeah.
Want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about the experience. Let's talk about how you felt before we started.
Okay.
What you what you're thinking of, or how you're feeling, and tell me about the whole thing as you went through. Any changes you noticed? Anything else?
Some situations, like, cause when we first got here, I was like, okay, how's this gonna go? You know, I was kind of nervous. So I don't play piano. I played pianos, but I've never played a piano, so I was nervous in that aspect. But no, it was when I was closing my eyes and I was following along your story to the keys. It was cool. I guess if I noticed anything about it, was that I'm more aware of other feelings and other situations, and or how I present them, or be aware to them. You know, what should that sound like? You know, when I sit down on a park bench. You know, like, how should that sound? How does it sound when I? Because I know when I smoke a cigarette, it doesn't smell very good, but I don't know how it sounds. You know.
Yeah.
But no, it was very cool.
Did you feel any sense of awareness change at all?
Yeah, awareness has in what I was playing, or what I was.
Awareness in just how you were, your senses, like, were you hearing better? Were you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you noticing like your emotions any more accurately, or was there any sort of a consciousness lift in yourself as a person?
Well, I mean, like, with being aware of, like, my feel, right? Because I'm like, it was almost like drawing with a crayon, right? Like, you know, like that felt red, but like it's like inverted, you know, it's through sound, and it just, if I were any more aware of if I were to say I was any more aware, I would be. I'd have to practice the exercise again to further look which feelings I'm more prone to. You know, which one sounds like when I'm the squirrel running. How does that feel? You know, like to be. Geez, I hope I'm making sense. But yeah, and then other ones, you know, like how. That other squirrel want to take my nut, you know, like I know I understand that it should be loud, you know, it should be firm. We're talking sound here. I don't know.
You're talking feelings.
Yeah.
But did you notice anything whereby you felt more free as a being?
For sure I did. Like, well, it felt to be free. Like I did not have any worry. There was nothing like. Towards the end, at first I was like, oh no, don't want to do that. You know, that's not gonna. But towards the end of it, it was just like, oh, and then it sounded pleasant. You know, it was relieving. Yeah, for sure. It was yeah. Definitely, if I got anything from, definitely being aware of, you know, I should focus on, you know, more being aware in each moment.
Oh, okay, good. How about, if you're now going out into like life, you know, going to 7-Eleven or something, or whatever, is there anything that you could carry from yourself about how it felt here into that scenario there?
Yeah.
How would that transition? How would it? Yeah.
Well, first, like I like to think I'm a person who is aware of things, you know, not to like the degree of others, you know, some people anyway. But like I very much, you know, like enjoy the breeze on my face, you know, I feel it brush across my cheek. Like that goes in my day-to-day life. Like you know, I see a nice, you know, fern or tree, you know, something, you know, it looks nice in the sunlight, you know, I'm aware of that. I'm usually looking for stuff like that, you know. So this was just kind of like inverted, I guess. Like it was just opposite, right? It was just, I had my eyes closed and I was just, you know, like on another plane, you know, behind your piano keys. You know, I didn't, yeah, it's definitely something I've never done, right? So I guess, I hope I'm answering your question.
Oh, it's fine, yeah.
Perfect.
You can't do it wrong.
No, right, I guess not. Yeah, yeah.
Walk away from it, it's like, well,
Yeah.
it's what it is.
Yeah.
I can't do it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Because your intention's not wrong.
No.
Your intention's cool.
Yeah.
You know, if your
Thank
intention
you.
was to, you know, to be a jerk or something, you could do it wrong, but
Yeah, yeah.
even then, it's not wrong, it's just
No.
whatever it is.
Yeah, that's just you, I guess.
Yeah, it's just like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you think do you think this could like help anybody in any way, like this kind of thing?
Well, yeah. You know, anybody.
What if you knew somebody who's like really going through depression or something like that,
Yeah.
or having real, you know, maybe anger issues, or having like a real problem in life, like feeling at peace or anything like that.
Would I recommend this? Like to
How
like
do
a
you
pic?
think it might help, or would it help? Do you think, or?
For sure it would, because I mean, like, what the most thing I got out of the practice, this what we're doing this is like you know, stopped and I really got to like feel myself, you know, feel my own lines, you know, like.
Do you get more in tune with yourself?
Yeah, that's very much what I meant, like, you know.
How did
Yeah.
that feel? Getting more in tune? Could you feel it was coming in more tune, or things dropping away, or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, very much. I guess. I wasn't like overwhelmed with feeling or like there, but I definitely, you know, it was beside me, you know, a lot. It was more present than it was when I first sat down.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I have any other questions or not. Anything else you want to say about it?
Thank you for letting me come over here and do this. Yeah.
My pleasure.
Yeah. Great.
What would you say there's any kind of a connection between creativity and consciousness?
That's such a good question. There's, because my conscience would like, you know, like some days that, you know, I can find myself really being critical, like too critical, you know, like, and I want to say, your question was, is there any connection to being creative and being conscious? And I don't think there should be, right? Mm-hmm. After doing this, I really especially don't think, you know, because even when I'm playing my guitar, you know, like some days I far too critical on myself, you know, and just let it, you know.
How does that criticalness of yourself when you're playing, how does that affect what you're coming out with?
Generally thinking about what someone else would have to think about it, right?
Oh, how does that affect you?
Well, you know, I'd overthink it, you know, I'd be like, oh, what's that person going to say? And then that person's going to see that person, you know, that everybody's just going to, how many times has this been played, you know?
What does that do to your heart?
Oh, it makes it heavy. It doesn't make it good. Yeah, no, nobody needs that. No, no.
That'd be something you'd probably like, crush down with love.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, nobody needs that. But I mean, and that doesn't like rule me by any means. But no, I don't think creativity and conscience should have I think it should just be your for your,
Straight road.
Yeah. Well, like no, there shouldn't be like a conscience because what's in you is what you're releasing, right? When you're being creative, right? So the conscience shouldn't really play a part in that. I don't think unless I mean
What do
for
you
the
mean by
journal.
consciousness when you say that?
I mean, like, when you say, like, should I have a really, like, low tone when I'm being approached by, or being threatened, That's, like, my conscious, like, why couldn't,
I see. What do you think, tell me what your idea of consciousness is, just as a general thing.
Consciousness would be, like, I guess it played into your personality, right? Like, there'd be, like, if I cut you in line at the grocery store, and I you were or a nice woman, and I just I was late or something, I just didn't care, I just cut you in line and say, oh, and I knew I'd be being a jerk, I'd be conscious of that action, but and I'd be conscious of forgetting about it when I leave the store, which would make me a jerk. I'm not that person, but that's what I kind of think of consciousness.
Oh, so that's kind of like, it would be like an awareness of choices?
Sure, I guess, yeah.
Okay. What about consciousness if there's nothing going on? What would that be like? Just if you're just sitting by yourself and looking at a wall, what would consciousness be there?
I guess that would be like what you would be thinking about at the wall, right? Like looking at the wall.
What if you're not thinking? Or you're just looking at the wall and see what you can paint on it?
Mm.
Or if you're watching the leaves of a tree below.
I guess you're being conscious about it would be like whether you look at it like with like beauty or if you don't even really notice it. You're just staring at that bench, just like having a cigarette, I guess there's no wrong, right? There's no.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
Yeah, okay.
If you're conscious, if you're aware,
Mm-hmm.
like when you say you walk down the street and you can feel the wind on you
Street,
feel
yeah.
the breeze on your
Yeah,
face.
sun on your face.
Yeah, is that consciousness?
It would be like to appreciate it. I think would you'd have to be conscious of it, right? It could be like, wow, it's not just like I'm living on planet Earth and the wind blows, like, wow, that was just really nice, like, yeah.
So is that like an awareness of the feeling?
Yeah, to be aware of.
Would you call that conscious? Being
Sure.
conscious?
Yeah.
If you're unconscious, what would it be?
I guess it would still be wind on your feet, but.
Yeah. If you're unconscious, you might be asleep.
Yeah.
Or in a coma.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of myself in this park. Somebody call the ambulance.
So if you're conscious, then,
Mm-hmm.
how do your senses, like sight, smell, hearing, body position,
Mm-hmm.
feeling, like tactile,
Mm-hmm.
motion externally,
Mm-hmm.
internally, your stomach used.
Mm-hmm.
All of those things, are they conscious? Are they part of consciousness, being aware of all of those things?
Yes.
Do you think so?
I think yes, but I'm not sure now.
Examine it for yourself and just look at it and see what you think. Tell me what you think.
Or maybe it's not.
How would it not be?
Because if my stomach was heated, like that is my body, that would like not. Would it be because the first question was, do consciousness have connection to creativity?
This is a different question now.
Okay. Can you still be conscious about? Well, I guess you couldn't. No. Pardon me. I'm confused.
Okay, let's try a different way. All right. Say if you look around, look at the piano.
Okay.
What do you see?
I see. A well crafted, like somebody built that, very nice sound. What do I see when I see a piano? Yeah, I would say I see like a piece of art that is 100% to making art. Sure.
So now when you're looking at that, are you conscious of it?
Yes, conscious as in that I'm looking at the piano. Yeah.
You're aware of it?
Yeah, completely.
Okay. So are you conscious?
I'm aware of it, but am I conscious?
Are you conscious? Or as aware, conscious?
Yeah.
Cool. Smell the room. You smell?
I smell, this cigarette smell on my skin, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I'm kind of,
What do you hear?
truck down the road.
Okay. Good. And how do your feet feel on the floor?
I feel nice.
Can you feel the floor?
No, but I feel I feel my socks on my feet on the floor.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are you conscious of it?
Yeah.
Good. Work. Okay, good. What's the position of your body?
Sitting down.
Yeah, you conscious of it?
I wasn't until we brought it up.
Okay. So, is your body your consciousness, or is that something that is perceiving your body?
I think it's perceiving, right?
Right. Is your, when you look at the piano,
Mm-hmm.
is your eyes going over and seeing that, your eyes,
Mm-hmm.
are they conscious, or is the consciousness aware the eyes are doing that?
When I'm looking at the piano, sorry, can you ask me the question again?
Yeah, it's kind of it's a deep dive there.
Yeah.
All right. When you, okay, so say look away from the piano, right?
Okay.
All right. Now you're moving your eyes. Be conscious of moving your eyes. Move them. Now, your eyes moved.
Mm-hmm.
Are your eyes consciousness, or are you consciousness moving your eyes?
My eyes are, my consciousness is moving my eyes.
Good.
Yeah.
That's what I think too.
Yeah.
How does that feel? I mean, that concept.
That, geez, that's a tough answer. How does that feel to be
Does
able
it feel like they're two kind of separate things?
Yeah.
But they're not the same thing.
Yeah, like this is like a vessel, like the host, right? My consciousness, my eyes are just the host of my consciousness, right?
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, with this idea,
Mm-hmm.
the consciousness is running the show,
Mm-hmm.
but the show is not the consciousness, right? It's
No.
a manifestation of the
Yeah,
consciousness. What would happen if we went and did another little piano thing with this idea? We'll try it?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay.
Right.
So now with this different kind of take on this,
Yeah.
consciousness directing the show.
Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
Yeah. And now what I think might be an interesting thing to experience or to try would be, I'm not going to say or do anything for a little bit.
Okay.
I would just like you are the consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
Put it through your body and just let your body do what it does and see what happens.
Okay.
But don't think it.
No.
Don't think it. Just let it go and let it do whatever the consciousness, however the consciousness wants to direct the experience, let it do it.
Okay. That was my consciousness.
Wow, that was beautiful. Absolutely. How'd that feel?
Felt great. Very relaxed. Very,
Yeah. I liked how you had a lot of space in it.
Yeah.
It wasn't all cluttered.
Oh, yeah.
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 It was very, very cool.
Thanks.
Do you notice the difference from the first time at the piano to the second time?
Yeah.
What was that difference?
It's much more relaxed. You know, it's like it was no pressure.
Right. You couldn't do any wrong, right?
Right.
Yeah. Cool. That's consciousness
Yeah.
at play.
Yeah.
So, anything you want to say as a finale?
Oh geez, for a finale, this is all so new to me. I mean, I'm so grateful for like for my conscience. Like, it was very nice to be aware of it. Like, you know, to like sit right beside it, more or less. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sitting right here, but my consciousness is right here.
Really?
You know, orchestrate. You know, like a puppet. I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah.
What do you take away from this that you can actually maybe use in the rest of the day or something, or use tomorrow?
You know, just that exactly that. To be more aware of my consciousness, and not to be have my consciousness, to not be aware of that. You know, because when I went there, like, you know, when I was, you know, when I was like, you know, I came a long way since that, and that was due to just allowing myself to not put my focus on what's wrong, you know, just.
Maybe we should title this session, Allowing Myself to Be.
Yeah.
That'd be a good title for it?
Yeah.
Should we call it Allowing Ourselves to Be or Allowing Myself to Be? Because it's actually...
Yeah, we could, I think we could say allowing ourselves to be, because that would be in the message, right? Like, you know, this isn't all about me, you know, it's about just the consciousness, you know, to get those mind blocks out of your head, and, you know.
We'll call this one then the Consciousness and Creativity series.
Sure, that's a great name.
Consciousness and Creativity.
Mm-hmm.
And then this particular session with Clay, we'll say, we'll call this one Allowing Ourselves to Be.
Perfect.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was fun.
Yeah.